Yo, what is good, peasants? My name is JB. Welcome back to JB Does Sports, an episode whatever this is of Panthers Franchise. And today we're going to be taking on Russell Wilson, Justin Simmons, and the rest of this Denver Broncos team. Gonna be a very tough matchup. They're 7-3 in this franchise, and I don't really like our chances, especially coming off of, well, 3 straight heartbreaking losses. Last week against the Ravens was, well, just very unfortunate. So let's hop right in. I did a little bit of looking around. You see, we have 52 out of 53 players on our roster, so we have an open roster spot. So I decided to look around free agency, and there's a player I'm pretty interested in signing. So I'd be wondering, what position is it? Could it be I don't know, tight end, lineman, maybe someone along the defense? Maybe we bring in a veteran presence. Who knows? Well, I knows. Let's go ahead and head over to receiver, and let's take a look at some of these guys. There's some bunch of older veteran types. Auden Tate's here, which is really intriguing. Preston Williams is a decent player, but the guy I'm actually pretty interested in, as we sort this by age, is Bo Melton, receiver for the Chiefs. Originally a 7th round pick of the Seattle Seahawks, ended up on their practice squad in real life, and the Chiefs picked him up, I guess, in this sim, and I'm gonna pick him up here. He's 23 years old. I believe he dropped because of size and injury concerns, but 5'11", 190, he's not that small. But look at this speed, 94 speed, 93 excel. We could definitely use a player like this. Good change of direction as well. I think we could definitely use a player like Bo Melton. He seems pretty solid. Yeah, very fast, doesn't have best catching, doesn't have the best route running, but could definitely use a guy like this maybe in the kick return game, just maybe as a 4th receiver. He's a really good athlete, and he's sitting on a practice squad. I'll go ahead and take that on my roster. Don't mind if I do. Welcome to the team, Bo Melton. So what do we do with him? Like I said, we're gonna go ahead and give him a chance. Maybe not do too much with him right off rip, obviously, but I see no reason. Well, Rashard Higgins is absolutely not going to be our 3rd receiver. Terrace Marshall is our 3rd receiver, but I don't see any reason why we can't give him some reps as our receiver 4. Rashard Higgins, he's a cool player, good player in real life, like decent, solid role player, but in game, 85 speed, 87 excel. Like, do I need to explain why he's not getting playing time? He's already what, like 27, 26, something like that. Yeah, 27 years old. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, come on. But yeah, Bo Melton, gonna give him a chance as our 4th receiver. Very good athlete, and yeah, let's make it happen. They switched up my entire depth chart by doing that. That is unbelievably annoying. I hate this game. Yeah, I'll make sure we get this all right before the game actually starts, but wow, that's obnoxious. I think that's how we had the defense set up. Actually, you know what? Dante Jackson's played okay. JC Horn's been awesome. Let's see what happens if we move JC Horn to CB1. Let's try it out for a game. See what happens. Bo Melton's a 78 kick returner. Let's give him a shot. He's not that much worse than Raheem Blackshear. Might as well. Get him on the field. See what he can do. Terrace Marshall will continue to be our slot receiver. LaVisca can be 2 there, and yeah, we'll keep what's his face, the new guy. Yeah, the guy I just went out on my way to sign. Yeah, we'll keep Bo Melton out of the slot for now. Let's I gotta fix the whole damn depth chart now, because God fucking forbid I make a signing, Oh, jeez. How dare I try to change anything that the game so expertly deems correct? Yeah, that's my bad. That's my bad. Go ahead and put Bo as slot number 3. Why not? He can be slot receiver 3. So that's pretty cool. Bo Melton, welcome to the team. Happy to have him. Let's head on into weekly strategy, see how we're gonna deal with the... Oh God. See how we're gonna deal with the Broncos. It is 3 a.m. You're gonna have to bear with me. Oh Jesus. Yeah, let's do half pad split. Starting to get a little bit worn down. Starting to get the injuries racked up, so make sure we don't get anyone hurt. defended deep pass, and our deep pass rating has also been pretty good. So I guess we'll just continue to play into that. Why not? Been airing it out a lot to guys like Terrace Marshall, DJ Moore, LaVisca's getting involved down there a little bit too. So Tommy Trumbull even. I'm cool with that. What do we want to focus on in terms of a game plan? 200 rushing yards absolutely will not happen. We'll go with 2 passing touchdowns. See if we can't get 15 first downs. 250 offensive yards seem doable. Well, then, yeah, that actually seems more reasonable against this team. 24 points or less. Honestly, this offense sucks. We'll try to hold them to 20 or less. Have the Broncos even scored 20 points in a game in real life? They have, but only like once or twice this season. They've obviously not been amazing, but this is in game. This is a video game, and Russell Wilson is still very good in game, and he's honestly probably still good in real life. He's just, you know, play calling, dealing with stuff, like he's obviously still a good player. Come on, he'll figure it out. Might have to come with a new coach, but I'm sure Russell Wilson will figure it out. I'm not gonna write him off after half of a bad year. No upgrades. No upgrades. All right, well, we're going into this game raw. Bank of America Stadium, Charlotte, North Kakalaki. Let's do it. All right, thank you for the intro, past JB. Future, no, present JB. I don't know, time's weird. Either way, hopping on into the beautiful stadium. Looking at Russell Wilson's numbers, he has 3,300 yards, 25 touchdowns, and only 3 picks on the year, having a phenomenal season in game. If only his season looked like that in real life. I think that's what the Broncos were hoping for when they gave up everything for him. Turns out they, well, they aren't quite getting that exactly, are they? Got the helicopter flyover. Look at this Broncos team playing very well in game. I believe they had a record of 7-3. I already forgot. Already wasn't looking, but hey, it's what it is, dude. Baker Mayfield, the most mid of quarterbacks, leading his team onto the field. And we are ready to get things underway here in Charlotte. Look at our pass defense numbers. We allow quite a bit, and the opposing quarterbacks tend to have a pretty decent completion percentage against us. That's a bad combination when playing against a guy like Russell Wilson. Has 3,200 yards on the year, almost a 69 completion percentage. Nice. We'll round up for him. Give him the nice. Big Mike getting the boys coached up, getting the boys hyped for the game. Nathaniel Hackett attempting to do the same for the Broncos. But I mean, in this universe, it's working, at least a little bit. Now, here we go. Finally ready to kick things off. Johnny Hekker out for the kickoff. Gonna send it deep to the Broncos return man. And we are underway here in Charlotte. Decent little return. The ball actually comes out on the opening kickoff. Corey Littleton forcing that, but the Broncos are able to recover. Almost an incredible start to the game, but Broncos are able to recover for what it's worth. Russell Wilson now taking the field with his merry bunch of teammates. Don't really know what that means, but it's what I said. We're gonna get roll with it. All right. First play of the game for the Broncos. Come out a little bit of eye for him. Got a couple receivers out to the left. All right. Wilson dropping back. Just gonna throw right over the middle to the slant. Cortland Sutton on a nice little gain to start the game. Cortland Sutton going to be a big problem today, as is Jerry Jeudy, Alberto, and the rest of this offense. Couple new running back additions. Melvin Gordon no longer on this team in this save pile. Of course, Javonte Williams out with a torn ACL. Chase Edmonds picked up at the trade deadline. And there'll be one other guy we'll see here in a little bit that the Broncos picked up in this sim. Just over the outstretched hands of Brandon Smith there, complete to Chase Edmonds, that new pickup. 14-yard gain on the play. Wilson now under center again. Gonna take a snap and drop back the pass. Has his man Albert O on a clean out route there for 9. continuing to move the chains pretty well in this first drive. Some could say even moving the ball at will, as most teams tend to do to us. Russ gonna hand up the middle to Edmonds, big gain and more. Easy first down and gonna get them inside the 30. Okay, so Edmonds now a 14-yard catch and now a 14-yard run to start the game. Yep, once again proving to be a run defense that is proving to be an issue. We can't really defend running backs. They just kind of do whatever the hell they want to against us. Wilson now operating out of empty on first down. Rolls out, spins out of the pocket, and just throws a dart to Sutton again. Kind of sensed pressure that wasn't really there. Maybe a little bit paranoid in the pocket, but still able to make a good play. Sutton, nice gain there. Again, proving to be a problem already. Run defense and receivers, you know, just defense in general, just proving to be a problem for this team. Not really sure what it is. We get no pressure. We get no, I mean, we get some decent coverage occasionally. Not really there, as Max Williams is just going to make the catch and just run completely through our team. Yeah, touchdown Max Williams. Tight end brought over in that trade for Chase Edmonds as well, I believe, or he's just on this team now. I believe he was a former Cardinal. I know he's a former Cardinal, but I believe he just brought over in that trade. Now Baker Mayfield out to take the field with the offense. Gonna look to pass here on 1st and 10. I lied. Gonna hand it off to Hubbard up the middle with a nice about 5-6 yard gain. Chuba Hubbard continuing to play very well. We are, of course, without Brian Burns for the next couple of weeks, as you can see. Gonna need to get him back as soon as possible. He is our best player, so him being out just makes our defense that much more terrible, as it was already not good, great even with him. Without him, it's just a mess. Mayfield jumping back, has nothing open, just holds onto the ball too long, and then Draymond Jones and I believe Baron Browning in there for the sack to clean it up. Obviously Draymond Jones, but I believe Baron Browning was the other half a sack there. Could be wrong. We'll have to find that out a little bit later. Mayfield 3rd and 15, gonna need the big gain, and Terrace Marshall, who else but Terrace Marshall, just consistently been Mr. Big Play over the last few weeks. Gets wide open, picking up 28 yards there on 3rd down, getting it all back and a lot more. Just no defense over the middle of the field. That's where Terrace Marshall has been operating, down the middle of the field. It's really weird, but it's been working, and I'm not going to stop throwing the ball as long as he's getting open. Mayfield now 1st and 10. Gonna switch out of that pass, hand off to Hubbard up the middle. Not a whole lot going there, but does pick up a couple. For those of you who are unaware, I like to show the entirety of the first 2 drives for either team. That's why we're not really skipping around a whole lot, but that will come shortly. Mayfield dropping way back, gets the throw off just barely, as the edge defender was screaming in on Russ. Didn't see a number there. Not Russ, on Baker. Did not see a number there, so not sure who it was. Could have been Baron Browning, could have been Nick Bonino, could have been any other edge rusher on this team. I'm not really sure who that was. Based on that play, it was Baron Browning, but another big completion, this time to Tommy Trimble. Big play there from the tight end on the up and out route. Love to see it. Mayfield now 1st and 10, gonna hand off to Hubbard up the middle. Again, just finds the hole, gets a nice gain, about 6. Continuing to move the chains. We're playing pretty well on this first drive. If not, you know, a little bit slow paced, but hey, gets the job done. He gets the job done. Mayfield dropping back on 2nd and 4, going to take a shot for the end zone. DJ Moore against Alex Singleton, a linebacker in coverage. That's just a complete and total mismatch that we're going to take advantage of every time. DJ Moore, one of the best receivers in the league, in a one-on-one against a linebacker down the field. Yeah, that's just a shot you have to take every time. Great ball from Mayfield. Great hands, great vision to bring it in. Just great all-around play. Great job. Now, skipping ahead a little bit, Russ now under center, 1st and 10. Gonna send his tight end in motion, handoff up the middle to Edmonds. Nothing going. Great defense there. You know, when the tight end's moving over like that, it's going to be wham, and they're just going to run it up the middle. You can kind of read that a little bit and, you know, stack the box a little bit with Jeremy Chin, so we were able to do there and not give up too big of a gain. Russ now 2nd and 9. Handoff again to Edmonds. Going to break a tackle and get right back to the line. So almost a huge TFL, but Edmonds able to fight for it and, you know, keep his team at a very manageable 3rd and 9. If only we could, you know, actually tackle running backs. That'd be great. after first contact. We're also gonna take a shot here, and Cortland Sutton just completely mosses Dante Jackson. Dante Jackson's a great man-to-man corner, but he just doesn't have the size to hang with someone like or someone like Cortland Sutton in a one-on-one like that, and Cortland Sutton showed why. Once again, now under center, gonna hand off to his other running back, number 37. That's gonna be Marlon Mack with the huge 23 yards on first down. Marlon Mack now a part of this Broncos team. I believe he is actually on the practice squad in real life. I know he's on someone's practice squad. Was on San Francisco for a couple weeks. Got cut. Not really sure where he ended up after that. I'm pretty sure he is on some team's practice squad. Either way, he's on the Broncos in this franchise. As Edmonds going to pick up another 6 yards there on second down or first down, whatever down it was. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. Rush dropping back, has the man wide open. Albert O playing pretty well this game. Hasn't really done a whole lot in real life. Kind of doesn't play a ton these days, with Greg Dulcich playing very well over there IRL. But Albert O is still a speed demon at the position. Now into the second quarter. Russ on the handoff to Marlon Mack. Ball comes loose. Big scramble for it between, well, about 4 different Panthers and 0 Broncos, but we are eventually able to come away with it, thankfully. Didn't really look like any of us wanted to grab it. Not really sure who forced that fumble. I think it was Jeremy Chin. Either way, we're able to come up with a big turnover there, prevent the Broncos from putting up any points. Hubbard now trying to get us out of the shadow of our own end zone, does with a nice little gain there. Now on 3rd and 5 after a short run and an incompletion. Mayfield dropping back, has Hubbard over the middle on the angle route, and that's just free yardage. It's a free 10 to 15 yards every time. Which is why we don't run it every play, you might ask. Well, because that would be boring. Got to break it out only when we need it. Mayfield now dropping back, just holds the ball too long. Michael Ojemudia on the nickel blitz. Gonna get in there and bring down Mayfield. That's just, yeah, holding on to the ball too long. Didn't really have anything that developed, but got to get rid of the ball in those situations, and Ojemudia makes us pay for it. Mayfield back to pass again, this time to Chuba Hubbard, wouldn't you guess it, on the little trail route, and picks up, again, another first down. Is he just throwing people around? Oh my God. And maybe with the worst dance ever. He did dance on Pat Surtain though, so that's a little bit of something. Mayfield gonna take a shot for DJ Moore against Pat Surtain. That's just the matchup of 2 elite guys at the positions going at it, and you know, Corner's gonna win that more often than not in that little scenario, but yeah, either way. Mayfield gonna complete the pass to Chuba on the little out route, pick up the first down, keep the chains moving, keep the ball moving, keep the offense up flowing. Mayfield dropping back again, once again just holding on the ball way too long. Alex Singleton making up for giving up the touchdown earlier with another sack. Mayfield not exactly getting rid of the ball on time this game, it would appear. Has Terrace Marshall on the sideline, and you already know Terrace Marshall's going to make a play on 3rd and long, 2nd and long. You got 20 yards to go, just throw the ball to Terrace Marshall. He's going to get you the yardage you need. It's kind of his thing. Now on 1st and 10 inside the red zone, I'm going to try a little touch pass to Chuba Hubbard, and he's able to actually end up, you know, running through a tackle, stiff arming another guy, and gets the first down out of it. Could have been really bad. It ended up being a pretty damn good play at the end of the day. Chuba Hubbard continuing to play like a beast. 1st and goal from the 2-yard line now. Mayfield going to work out a shotgun, see if we can't get in a nice little pass, find a hole in the zone if that's what they're running, and it turns out they are. DJ Moore, touchdown. A 2nd of the game already. DJ Moore continuing to be a beast. Now on 2nd and 2, Broncos taking over. Of course, after the touchdown. Russ under center. Play action. Fake to the running back. Ends up in the hands of KJ Hamler, who gets bopped by Corey Littleton. No gain on the play. 3rd and 2 now. See if we can't force another punt, get another turnover on downs, and continue on our way and, you know, keep this lead going. Unfortunately, though, Judy just sits down on the zone, and JC Horn is going to stand over him like he actually did something instead of giving up a first down. Hand off to Edmonds again. Jeremy Chin had the, you know, beat on him, just lay him out. Unfortunately, the center there, Lloyd Cushenberry, was able to prevent Jeremy Chin from laying the wood, if you will. KJ Hamler drops the easy first down. You'd love to see it. KJ Hamler's been one of our better players on defense today. I haven't shown him all, but he had a few drops in this game. As Brandon McManus will come on for pretty easy chip shot from about 40-ish, and that's going to be an easy field goal, making it a 14-10 game. Mayfield now on 1st and 10 after the field goal. Gonna hit Tommy Trimble on the easy angle play there, easy little trail route, and yeah, it's there, it's open. We're gonna take it. 22 seconds to go in the half. Who else but Terrace Marshall just gonna get wide open over the middle of the field? He's just so good at that. I don't know what it is. He's always open on those plays. Can't not give him the ball there. Now with 10 seconds to go, we have time. Had 2 timeouts, so we have a chance to take a shot at the end zone. DJ Moore had a step, but just sort of stopped running. Nothing really ended up going to plan there. And we'll just take our points with 6 seconds left. Could maybe take another shot at the end zone, but it's not worth risking a turnover with the way that last pass went. And Eddie Pinheiro is going to shank this. No, the wind is actually just going to carry it in just barely. Thankfully, we get a little bit bailed out there by the Madden gods. Not really sure why, but I will take it. We're going to head into halftime with a 17-10 lead. The passing yards are relatively even. We're up by about 40, where they're up by about 20 in terms of rushing yards. Mayfield now. Dropping back to pass. Complete to Terrace Marshall. Moving the ball pretty damn well through the air. Going to continue to look to do that here in the second half. Gonna work off play action here as Tommy Trimble on the sideline, able to make the grab for the first down. Mayfield again out of shotgun, dropping back, and once again holding on to the ball way too long. Nothing got open. Baron Browning in for the sack, his first and a half of the game, his first full sack of the game, I guess you could say. It's gonna bring up 4th and 21. Johnny Hekker, one of the best punters in the NFL. I say it every time he comes out, and if I'm showing the punt, you know it's for a good reason. Hecker's going to pin them inside the 10 with a beauty. Could have been a little bit better, but anything inside the 10 we will gladly take. Like, is the 10-yard line, is it considered inside the 10 if it's on exactly the 10? I'm not sure. Let me know. Russ going to take a deep shot to his running back Edmonds. Thankfully, Xavier Woods there to break it up. Now just a handoff to Edmonds, and that's a little bit more effective as big hit there from JC Horn. 3rd and 7 now for the Broncos. Mayfield drops back. Has a ton of time, hits Jerry Jeudy on the sideline, and CJ Henderson able to force him out of bounds just short, and the Broncos will punt on 4th and inches. Hubbard over the middle, easy gain. Listen, that play works. Hubbard's gonna get it a lot of the time, continuing to make plays. Mayfield drops back, has Terrace Marshall. Where else? Over the middle of the field, easy first down. Marshall continuing to dominate. So, yep. Between Marshall and Hubbard and Trimble, we're probably gonna have a guy open a lot of the time, and DJ Moore finishing some drives off. This offense is kind of cooking this week. A little bit of a rarity. Speaking of a little bit of a rarity, absolute opposite of that, Terrace Marshall gonna just burn a defender, run into the end zone, touchdown Terrace Marshall Jr. Beautiful. Great route, great ball from Mayfield, huge touchdown, increasing our lead to 24-10. Great ball there, and that's once again a receiver against Alex Singleton, a linebacker in coverage. We're taking advantage of that every time. Broncos getting a little bit of mixed up in coverage. So, or maybe they just think Alex Singleton is better than he is. No disrespect, he just can't hang with a guy like Terrace Marshall down the field like that. And like I said, we'll take advantage of that every time. Russell Wilson gonna scramble here, pick up the first down, and get out of bounds. Good play from Russ. 3rd and 5 now for the Broncos. This is a bad one. So we finally have our level 3 ability, home ability thing on, and I tried to take away the route that I could see, and also ended up taking away the other route behind him. I just didn't think there would be a deep post over the middle, and there was. So yeah, I tried to take away both of the routes on that side with Jeremy Chin, and it worked. It's just we had no one deep because of it. Baker now on 1st and 10, gonna roll in and actually get the throwaway off this time instead of taking another sack. You'll have to sit now on 3rd and 10 after another incompletion. Just gonna throw the ball up to Terrace Marshall and he's just gonna make a play. Because of course he is, dude. He is an absolute beast. Terrace Marshall, beast. That's all I have to say. Into the third quarter now. We have about 100 yards on them in terms of passing, and they're up still in rushing yards as we are just moving the ball too well through the air. No reason to do anything else. Little screen here to Hubbard on 3rd and 8, and we're gonna get the first. Nope, 4th and inches actually from our own 40. You best believe we're going for this. No reason not to. We're up by a touchdown, 24-17. Mayfield gonna hand off to Richie. Fullback season, and we get the first. Awesome. Continuing to keep the drive alive. 3rd and 6 after an incompletion and a Hubbard run. Little angle route. Isn't open for once. Gets broken up as Mayfield throws out of the sack. Josie Jewell there to break up the pass. And we will be forced to take a 52-yarder with Eddie Pinheiro. Put us up by 10 with 8 minutes to go in the game. Pinheiro, perfect timing. Drills it. 10-point game. Here late in the 4th in Charlotte. Russ now operating out of shotgun, 2nd and 6, gonna go deep for Jerry Jeudy, and the pass gets broken up by Jeremy Chin, but there's a flag on the play. It's gonna end up being DPI, and you guys are gonna see in the replay. I could not tell you how. I had to take this one into the replay mode to figure out how this could possibly be DPI when I literally I'm not even I don't know how is that DPI. Both players are up jumping for the ball. I don't, that's not DPI, but it was, so yep, that's a fair ball, fair play. End up being a flag. Ball don't lie though, as it comes out, Dante Jackson scoops it up and he is electric. Has 95 plus speed, and he's just gonna run that back in for the scoop and score touchdown, putting us up by 2 scores now. Huge, nope, 3 scores even. 33-17 is the score after the Dante Jackson fumble recovery touchdown. Huge play from the defense. Or was it? Hubbard getting hyped, sideline getting hyped, whole team getting hyped for a whole lot of... Wait for it. Both of you. I timed this poorly. Whole lot of... Where's the replay? Whole lot of nothing. I guess there wasn't a replay. Okay. 1st and goal now for the Broncos. Ball did end up lying. Cortland Sutton in the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. Huge swing in momentum. Went from having a 17-point lead potentially to being in a field goal game. That is tragic. Mayfield now 1st and 10 after the Broncos touchdown. Gonna hand the ball off to Hubbard here. Runs past one tackler, throws another guy off, and just gets brought down by him anyway. Justin Simmons on the tackle. That, you know what? I'm not even mad. Justin Simmons makes that play. That's cool. It works for me. Pretty sure that was Simmons. If it wasn't, laugh at me in the comments. Try to hit Trimble on the trail play, and it ends up not working out. 4th and 5 now. Decided to go for it from our own midfield. I don't hate this decision. We get the first down, we can kind of look to put the game away a little bit. We can start killing the clock. Mayfield has his guy. Hubbard, no, pass broken up. Ends up being a horrible decision to go for it as Josie Jewell breaks the pass up. Now Broncos 2nd and 5. Russ almost picked off by Dante Jackson. He had a chance to redeem himself and could not. Just drops it. That's why he plays corner and not receiver, because he ain't got no hands. Russ now. Jerry Jeudy uncovered. Thankfully stepped out of bounds. It could have been a lot bigger problem had he not. Just had no one defending the sideline there. 1st and 10. Broncos on a drive. Handoff. Jeremy Chin reads it beautifully. Able to lay a big hit there on Chase Edmonds. Broncos lose a yard. Great play from the safety. 3rd and 8 now for Denver. Russ waiting, has Jerry Jeudy, gonna end up breaking a tackle, gets the first down and a little bit more. Again, tackling just proving to be a huge problem for our defensive backs. It's just becoming kind of sad at this point. Can't tackle, can't catch, easy interceptions, can't really do much of anything a lot of times. Definitely can't tackle. Like I just said, Chase Edmonds just shoves JC Horn to the ground and makes him look silly. 3rd and 6 now for the Broncos. Russ has his man. Cortland Sutton breaks another tackle. Xavier Woods there to push him out at the 2-yard line. Man, if only our team could tackle, we would be in a lot better situation in some of these games. Mayfield handoff to what ends up being a backup running back, or entry back, not backup tight end, I should say. Playing fullback in this scenario. Russ handoff again. Marlon Mack is going to go in untouched. That's going to take us to a 2-minute warning as well. Denver takes the lead 31-27. 2-minute drill now for the offense. See if we can't continue to move the ball well through the air. Mayfield's had a great game. Terrace Marshall's had an even better game. DJ Moore has a couple touchdowns. So I feel pretty confident in our ability to move the ball. It's just, can we get into the end zone? Gonna end up in the hurry up here. Gonna try to save our timeouts as long as we can. Just get as much, movement down the field as we can before we start using them. 3rd and 6 now off the incompletion. Mayfield dropping back, has Marshall over the middle on the slant. Picks up the 1st down. Gonna go right back to the hurry up. 1st and 10. Gonna work off play action here. Doesn't really, no one bites. DJ Moore though makes the catch. 2nd and 3. Decent game there. 53 seconds to go. Got to start thinking about calling a timeout soon, but we still have plenty of time. Mayfield drops back, takes a shot for Terrace Marshall. No good. Broken up by Patrick Surtain. 3rd and 3 now. Huge 3rd down. Mayfield rolling out, has a guy on the sideline. It's going to be Laviska Shenault for the 1st. Big catch there from Laviska. Hasn't been too involved in the offense today, but makes a big play when we needed him to. 1st and 10 again. Marshall wide open up the seam. Huge 1st down. 20 seconds to go from the 23-yard line. Mayfield dropping back. As Marshall again just misses the throw. Just ball not where it needed to be. He was a little bit open. 13 seconds now. Baron Browning gets home for his 2nd sack of the game. Huge play there. 3rd and 21 with 10 seconds left in the game. All comes down to this. Mayfield drops back. Incomplete, but the flag on the play. Pass intended for Terrace Marshall there. Flag ends up being for roughing the passer. Huge penalty. Alex Singleton making another mistake now with 6 seconds left from our own 19. Mayfield drops back. Marshall burns his man. Touchdown. Of course, it was Terrace Marshall. Who else would it be? Continuing to dominate this game. His 3rd touchdown, I think. 2nd for sure. Maybe 3rd touchdown of the day. Ojemudia pressed at the line. Marshall beat him. Easy throw from Mayfield. Able to hit it in stride. Terrace Marshall, touchdown, walk off. Panthers win. Huge play from our huge receiver. Continuing to have an amazing 2nd half of the year. Just incredible. Actually going to be 2 seconds left. We're going to take the field goal to go up by 3. Pinheiro on for the PAT. Knocks it down. So with 2 seconds left, all we have to do is just not give up a field goal. We're going to squib it. Of course we are. Hecker kicks away. Hambler catches it. Doesn't go down. And the game is over. We're going to come away with our 3rd win of the season. 1st in the games we've played. The big man, Coach Mike Ikerson, very happy about it. Nathaniel Hackett, less so. We don't care. We got the dub in the beautiful color rush unis. Can't believe it took me till the end of the game to mention this, but they look so good, especially with the black helmet. See the completion percentage there, the passing yards. We had them by about 100 passing yards. They had us on the ground though. And they also had us in completion percentage because, well, we don't complete a lot of passes, but the passes we do complete go for a lot of yards. So yeah, there's give and a take there. But yeah, Mayfield played incredibly well. 58 completion percentage, you see there. 25 of 43 for 410 yards, 4 touchdowns, no picks. Ross 19 to 27 for 3 touchdowns. Great game from both quarterbacks. Just Mayfield had a lot more yards. Hubbard had a pretty decent game, 16 for 85. Edmonds 15 for 69. Nice. Marlon Mack 5 for 29 and a touchdown. Your receiver, we'll take a quick look at him and then we'll take a better look at him. Terrace Marshall 10 for 223 and 2 touchdowns. Are you kidding? Hubbard 7 for 93. Tommy Tremble 4 for 53. DJ Moore 3 for 35 and 2 touchdowns. Brady Christensen and Kim Ekwonu and Taylor Moon all gave up sacks. Corey Littleton led the lead, team in tackles with 11. Tackle for loss for a few players. No sacks, no interceptions. And yeah, great game from the squad. Actually gonna head back in here. I want to see who forced the fumble earlier in the game on that play, and I believe it was the first quarter. It was Corey Littleton and Matt Ioannidis with the forced fumbles. So there you go. That's who forced the fumble right there. Now we know. But yeah, big win for the team. Not really in terms of making a push for the playoffs or anything, but big for morale. Speaking of morale, Chuba Hubbard rather has -2. We're gonna go into power for him. Try to make him a little bit more round-rounded. +2 break tackle, +1 the trucking and something else in there. But hey, pretty good upgrades and a pretty good week for the boys. We get a nice win, 3-9. We are still last place in the division, so that's perfect. Doesn't ruin our draft stock too much. We'll go ahead and take care of the bye week in this episode as well. But thank you guys so much for checking out this series. It's been a ton of fun for me. Gonna keep it going. And yeah, it's been a great time. Really enjoying this stuff. Awesome. Really fun. Mayfield wins player of the week with his 4 touchdowns and 400 yards. Massive game from the team. And now heading out of our bye week, we will be facing the Seattle Seahawks in our next game. Going to be a very tough matchup. Geno Smith, DK Metcalf, the rest of the team. It's going to be probably very tough to stop Kenneth Walker as well. We're going to stay grinding on the bye because, listen, I want the experience. We already have a bunch of terrible morale and whatever. We'll take some minus stamina. Who cares? Give me the experience. I'm all about the experience. But yeah, that's gonna do it, guys. Thank you guys so much for checking out the series. If you're new here, click like, click subscribe. Gonna continue the series for as long as I possibly can. Love you. See you next time. Have a good one. Peace.